From the entertainment capital of the world and currently starring in his own stage show, More Magic, right in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, we're proud to present internationally known ventriloquist Valentine Vox.
That's not a wig, a hair is set. Yeah. What time's it go off? All right, that's enough. Sit up straight. Up.
Valentine Vox delights audiences of every age with his special talents of voice throwing, bringing to life his unique and wonderful friends. The heart of the Magic and Movie Hall of Fame is the Ventriloquist Museum that was designed by Valentine Vox and exhibits his fabulous collection of ventriloquist memorabilia. Complementing the museum is Valentine's internationally respected book, I Can See Your Lips Moving, which traces the history of the practice of ventriloquism back some 3,000 years. Valentine's career began at an early age.
I was around about 10 years old, and I went into a magic shop, and I found a leaflet. It was a penny, I always remember this penny, how to do ventriloquism. And that was it. I was sold.
His professional career grew rapidly, bringing him into contact with many marvelous influences, including performing with the ventriloquist he has always admired most, Edgar Bergen.
I like to see children with good manners, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Very important, yes.
Oh, we know everything about manners, Charlie.
Yeah.
Don't we?
You both have good manners,
Oh,
do you?
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, we're just crawling with the stuff, yeah. Just lousy with good manners. Well, I'd like to ask Daniel a question, and I'll test you. You can test my boy, then. Daniel, if you were invited to a very nice home and you came to the door, then the butler would take your hat and coat. Then what would you do?
Well, I'd get even with him and take his pants and shirt.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think that's the right answer.
In an interview after they performed together, Edgar Bergen accused Valentine of being a dishonest ventriloquist because, he said, Valentine doesn't move his lips. Valentine's lip control was put to the ultimate test when he appeared on the network television show Stumping the Panel on To Tell the Truth.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Good evening, panel.
Good evening, Bud. God, it's crazy here, Bud.
Are you ready to be baffled in a new way, huh?
I tell you.
Well, we're going to try. Open up your envelope and follow along as I read. Bless you, Kitty. I am a ventriloquist. I am here tonight to try to fool the panel by answering every one of their questions myself, while my two imposters remain silent. I come by my skill honestly, since I have been a professional ventriloquist since the age of 10. I am considered an authority on ventriloquism and its history, and I own the largest collection of dummies of any working ventriloquist in the world. Now remember, panel, every word you hear coming from this team will be spoken by the real ventriloquist. The other two will remain absolutely silent. So it's your job to spot the man who is actually doing the talking. And we'll start the questioning with Peggy Cass. Peggy?
Okay, I've got to wear my glasses so I can see if his mouth moves. Number 3, what dummy do you use in your regular act?
Daniel.
Number 1, who uses Jerry Mahoney?
Paul Winchell.
Sneak. Number 2, who uses Mortimer Snurd?
Charlie McCarthy.
Number 3, Senor Wences is a ventriloquist, isn't he?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, number 1, does he use a dummy? Senor Wences?
Sometimes.
Huh? I can't see them move anything.
Larry Blythe.
This is very hard. Did you know that, number 1?
Yes, it is hard.
You knew that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now, number 2, what are the hardest consonants to pronounce?
Let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
So that's the hardest one, is it? Well, number 2, what's the hardest vowels?
All of them.
All of them?
Yes, sir.
Kitty Carlisle.
Oh, it's absolutely fascinating. Number 3, what? How do you do it?
Well, I'll explain later.
Number 2, what kind of a box does Senor Wences put his dummy in? I'm sorry, you mustn't call it a dummy. It's a divine creature.
Well, a little box.
A little box.
Yeah.
Number 1, what was Mortimer Snurd's best characteristic?
I would say his nose.
Number 3, do you ever get mixed up with your own dummies? Oh, well.
Tom Poston.
Well, this is incredible, Bud. I've seen more than one move his glottal. Okay. Number 2, who's Bob Orban?
You got me there.
Oh, I shouldn't ask him by the name anyway. Oh, he writes books for ventriloquists and things to do jokes on. Do you know, number 3, does Don Knotts do any ventriloquism? Do you know?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. That's true. Yes.
You guys are all crazy. Number 1, when Don Knotts works with somebody else, who is the dummy? Tell the truth.
I'm not sure.
That's all the time you have. All right, it's time for you now to mark your dummies. Mark your ballots. Mark them at once, without change, without any consultation. Just vote now, please, panel.
Oh, boy.
And select number 1, number 2, or number 3. Team of challengers will, of course, receive $250 for each incorrect vote. Your ballots all marked? All right, Tom, for whom did you vote?
Well, I didn't see how. I still don't see how it's done, because I was sure that 1 answered when he did the alphabet. It seemed like he must have, because he made his. But then I thought I saw number 3 moving sometimes, so I voted for number 2 because I never saw his glottal area.
Peggy Cass. Never knew you could do it that well.
Larry talking.
That was Larry talking. Larry, for whom did you vote?
He's over me.
Boy, you teamed up on that beautifully. Kitty.
I voted for number 2 because I never saw him move anything, and he looks to me like a man who's been around the grease paint a great deal of his life.
All right, the votes are all in, as you heard. Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's down there. We know you voted for number 2. And let's find out now which of these gentlemen, in truth, is a ventriloquist. Will the real ventriloquist please stand up?
His lecture programs are not only informative, but also entertaining.
Now, the very beginning of the ventriloquist dummy was the talking hand. This is how a ventriloquist would do his act about 400 years ago. In this engraving that was done in 1755, you can see right in the center of the picture a ventriloquist with a talking hand.
A truly international artist, Valentine Vox performs his act in other languages.
Ik ben niet dort oben, ik ben daar unten. Huh? Was tust du da unten? George, yeah? Hast du gedrunken? 9. 9? 9. 9?
Nakani Hyre. Iet! Toko Nakani Hyre Natsen. Orlando Daishabu. Onika, Beckera.
Whatever the language, the audience reaction is always the same, recognizing Valentine Vox as a world-renowned master of a very special art.